What's up, YouTube? I'm about to take my airbox off, and then I'm gonna snorkel my airbox. Well, I'm gonna seal it up, and then I'm gonna put it back, seal it, snorkel the 300, get some tires for the back, cause right now it's just on some ball tires. Probably get some 28s, and then go from there. I'm gonna get you whenever I get everything off. All right, it's pretty simple to get everything off. It's just 2 bolts right here, and then 1 bolt for your gas tank. For the gas tank bolt, it'll be 12 millimeter. And then for the airbox bolts, I'm trying to put it in the light, I used 1132, and that worked pretty good. Now, what I gotta do is just take the gas line off and then pull the tank off. Then get to the airbox, take the airbox off, and then sand it down, clean it, dielectric grease my plugs and stuff. I'll pick y'all back up. This is the first bike that I'll ever snorkel and see. I don't know if this is gonna be a big problem or if that's just normal for them to slip out like that. Because I was riding like that at muddy bottoms and I didn't have no issues. And also I was going pretty deep and I had the stock snorkel. And just the stock rubber sealant. And put nothing or do nothing. So all I'm gonna really do is clean it up, put some black sealant on it all around here, and then the crankcase breather. But y'all let me know if y'all think that's gonna do anything. I'm gonna put some dielectric grease inside of here and inside of the boot right here and see how it goes. Go ahead and take these 4 bolts off, make it a little easier. Pop the plate off and then get to sealing it and cleaning it up. So I didn't realize that this 300 has the real old school fuses that are glass, that's crazy. I haven't dielectric greased them or nothing, and I went pretty deep, so I'm surprised it didn't bust. But I'm gonna dielectric grease all of this. Hopefully that helps it. Unplug these, and then go from there with this. Do my lights. Make sure my lights don't burn up, or not burn up, but stop working. And then I'm gonna do it before and after, cleaning this. Alright, y'all, everything's dielectric grease. I packed these boots full of dielectric grease, that way just in case nothing could get into there. I forgot about this. I'm gonna wipe some around here, put some around the battery terminals, that way in case I need to start it. Fill these up, try to get out of the way to where the camera can see. We can see the grease coming out of that one, this one, those, the lights. I just put some more on my hand. Just dielectric grease this one, the neutral safety switch. I believe that's what that is. Now I gotta do my spark plug boot, and I'm gonna do my handlebar. So it's just 2 screwdriver screws. You take them off, and I'm gonna just fill this whole thing up with dielectric grease. And then same thing with the boot in here where this is gonna plug in. I'm gonna just squirt into there, and I'm gonna take the boot off, and I'm gonna squirt into the boot. And I think I should be done with everything. This doesn't have very much electronics, so that's why I'm snorkeling it. As long as the airbox is sealed and won't get no water in the oil or anything. I do have to replace that wire, can't think of the name for it, but I do have to replace that hose. I have to replace that hose. You can see the crack. You can see through and through actually. But I'm gonna get a new one of those, and then we're gonna be going deep. Didn't clean the airbox yet. Got my phone on the charger, so that's why it's kind of a bad angle. Once you get it off, you just want to dielectric grease everything in there. I don't think you really have to. I'm doing it just in case. I'm gonna just fill it up with dielectric grease. I probably overdid it, but I had the dielectric grease for a year now, or 2 years. So I figured, worst case, I put too much. But that's how I put it. Alright, y'all, it's a little hard to hold. Man, I might try to mount this like this. Or if I could cut out that middle bar, and I'd be able to fit it in there. I'm gonna try to find a way to put this. Alright, y'all, it's currently 3:13. I got the light bar hooked up. As you can see, pretty center. I wanted it a little higher, but that's gonna do. Also, I didn't want to drill holes in the racks. I drilled holes. You can see the shavings. The holes ended up not working, so then I just went with the old zip tie way. Not the way I want to do it, but to get it done, that way it's done for now. Then I'm gonna wire it up, tongue twist it. I'm gonna run it to where it's not showing. I'm gonna use some of that wire probably. And then this is what I got going on. That's all the bolts that gotta go back. And then get on starting the airbox tomorrow. And get these hoses. That's the crank breather, and this is the gas line. Get 2 new hoses, and then after that should be snorkeled. Alright, y'all, I'm not done, and it's not the best. I would have rather some black wire, but I had this already from some previous stuff I had got for free, so I figured why not use it now instead of going and buy more stuff. But I got it ran through here. I'm gonna zip tie this up a little better, clean this up a little bit, put some tape around here, and then this is my positive, and this is my negative. And as you can see, we got lights, so whenever I'm untouch it and touch it, turns off and on. I'm about to wire up a little switch, I'm guessing right here, and then I'm gonna put it somewhere to where I could just like tap it in a different location than normal. Cause I would put it somewhere right here, but I don't want to mess up the dash. I'll think about where I'm gonna put it. 300 for 300 build. Let's go, Buck. Alright, y'all, just finished cleaning the airbox up. Clean the inside too. I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry in the sun for a bit. And then I'm gonna come back to it, and I'm gonna seal all that up with some black, some all black, ultra black. I'll pick y'all up once I start doing, and it's done. Once I start doing that, it's done drying. Alright, y'all, don't mind my gas cans and stuff, but got my light bar hooked up. Last night I was a little tired, so I was kind of talking a little crazy, but got terminals on them. This is ground. That's the positive already hooked up. And then right now I'm just tapping it. It turns on. That's good. My regular lights still work. I want to tie them into these to where whenever I hit off, it's off and on. But I didn't look much into it, and I don't really want to mess with the stock harness. So I'm going to just go ahead and do it like this. And I'm going to run a little switch somewhere, I'm thinking, to where like I could just tap it, maybe on the side some. But if not, then I'm going to put it up here or somewhere right here. Alright, So this is the stuff I got to snorkel it. I got this for the light bar, little on and off switch. And then some vent lines. Didn't know which one would fit, so I got both. New crankcase breather and fuel line. And then this is what I'm going to use to snorkel it. Some pull hose. Seen a video from Mud Puppy, and he said this fits right in. So I'm gonna just clean it up and seal it in and cut it where I want it. This is what I was talking about. Fits right in. Perfect. Don't have to do nothing but seal around here, seal around here. Seal the inside of bolt. And then just run the pipe. And for your lid, just put dielectric grease. Cause I had none at all. And it's sealed by itself, so no point in putting silicone. That just makes it harder to take off. Alright, I forgot the ultra black, so I'm gonna just go ahead and run my vent lines. That's vent line number 1. This is how I got it ran so far. Zip tied it to right here to try to keep it out of the way of like sticks or anything. May or may not work, don't know, just tried it. Then got it going to right here. I don't know how I'm gonna rig it up yet. I kind of want it to stand up. That way in case I do go over the handlebars, I got a little extra, but I don't want to hold it. And then I went with orange for the vent lines. Just orange looks good with the green. And something different. I got some clear ones because I'm gonna probably run out of enough string for the orange. So yeah, I thought it'd be a little too small, but it ended up fitting. I couldn't get it all the way, but it's on there. I'm gonna pick y'all up when I do a little bit more. The orange one's a tad bit too small, so I'm gonna have to go with the clear for this one. So I got most of my vent lines done. I ran the brake vent line, and then vent line right here from the car, and then this vent line. But I'm gonna get a bigger one because it only goes up to right here. But I'm trying to think of how I wanted to kind of come up like this, but I'm realizing I forgot I gotta put the gas tank. So this, I was thinking also maybe snorkel it like this, but I didn't want to use no PVC pipe or cut a hole in the plastic. So trying to think of what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna move on from the snorkel until I get the ultra black to seal it. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my next thing, which is the light bar switch. Now I could just put it somewhere else, right here, anywhere is right there. But what I'm thinking is putting it right here. Kind of want to do it sideways, that way I don't accidentally burn my finger. But something like this, to where that way I could just have it in a different spot, and then also have it right underneath me, off and on. So I'm gonna get back to y'all when I find a good spot. Might try somewhere else. I'm gonna see where I can find it. It's nighttime now, but I got a JB Weld and ultra black. Thinking about JB welding it right here, and then I'm gonna use the high heat just in case it heats up from the pipe. And then I did this so far for the light bar. The switch works. It's backwards though. On is off and off is on. I'd have to swap this wire into this one, but this one had melted and I never took this off, so I just taped everything. Oh, this is good. Instead of redoing it, I'm gonna just leave it like that. Not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna see it anyway. I'm gonna have it like that. Alright, y'all, finished with the first layer. Don't know if I'm gonna put 2. It should be good. I put it on the inside and the out. I don't have the flash on. But it should be good. So I was just sitting right here thinking, waiting for that for the airbox to dry. I was gonna go inside soon. And then I realized that right there. I never dielectric greased that. Good thing I remembered. So I'm gonna go ahead and dielectric grease that plug and any other plugs that are right there. Alright, so I just dremelled a hole into there using this. And then I'm gonna stick this in here and then have that sealed off. Put some ultra black around there. Got my hose ran, snorkel hose. Probably gonna cut it like right here. Try to stand it up. But that's all I got done so far. I'm gonna cut this. This is too long. Alright, y'all. Got everything all set up. Got it snorkeled. Put a little bit of electrical tape right there. I don't think it should get too hot. There's a lot of space in between it. I didn't tidy everything up because not really doing it for looks, just doing it to see if it works. My first time. Gonna have some trial and error, so stuff's gonna have to come back out and get fixed. So I figured just do a loose run of it. I might test it before I go out there. I might just wait and test it when I'm out there. I do need to get some new tires. Hopefully I can get some 28s before I go out to Colfax. I would try the Tarachi Aztecs, but to buy some 28s for this, and it's only 2-wheel drive, I don't know. I'd rather go for Facebook Marketplace. But my next 4-wheel drive bike, I definitely want to try out the Aztecs. I had seen them for a while. First person I ever seen them on was Let Dirt Fly. They're in North Carolina, I believe, around there. That's the first people I ever seen with the Aztecs. And then the second person I ever seen was Mud Puppy. He's mainly just a Honda person review and kind of like trial and error testing type of person. Knows a lot of what he's talking about, so I'll try those out. But it's idling good. And it kills like that. I'm guessing I got a little leak because it doesn't have a whole lot of, doesn't suck my hand real hard, but it's only a little 300, so I don't know if it's because it's a smaller bike or I don't have it sealed all the way, but we'll find out sooner or later.